I wanted to ask you, just from your own personal feelings perspective, how you all are coping with the idea of the fact that folks are not going to see this show in person at the Wellin before it officially closes. You all have been running this fantastic gallery in Brooklyn for what, 17 years now, minus space. And you had, a show up when the city was ordered to shut down. You have a full schedule of shows that you were planning on putting on and sharing with the public. There's an incredible amount of personal time and energy that goes into making these shows happen. I know that you guys are pros now and some things are a little more automatic in terms of the mechanics of it, but that there is a lot of heart and soul that goes into making an exhibition. So just personally, how do you cope with the fact that people are not going to see those efforts, at least not right now?
You want to go first?
Yeah, it's a great question. You shared some of the questions with us earlier, and I've been mulling this over for quite a bit of time. And you're right. I mean, we worked with you guys at the Wellin on this exhibition for easily 2+ years.
Tracy was being
through emails and coordinating and studio visits and loan forms and images and texts and wall labels. And the show we have up at the gallery, we literally opened and closed 2 days later with an artist who is a downtown kind of Tribeca, New York artist, kind of a post-minimal artist named Joan Whittick. And that show we've been planning for, a year and change, so all of these efforts, that we had put together for all that time with so many people involved, kind of came to be stillborn in a weird way. So, the Wellin show opened a couple of weeks and it closed, and the other one opened up 2 days and it closed. And again, we're talking about art, right? So like art emergencies are very different than emergency room emergencies. So, relatively speaking, we were really lucky to be able to do it. And we're super excited that we were able to bring everybody together. Clearly, we're disappointed that we couldn't get it further along, particularly with the exhibition that's up at the Wellin. We know that we're just going to run out of time with this, and the sand grains will run out, and that's that. We're planning right now at the gallery just to literally hit the restart button with Joan's show. So the minute we're given the clear to reopen under whatever the new reality looks like, we will just hit the redo button and start that 2 months, clock ticking again. But yeah, we feel a little, we feel a little defeated in a weird way. At least I do. Clearly we had to pull back. All things considered, we are safe. All the artists that we know that are participating in all of these things are all safe. So the kind of the human toll in this is as good as it can possibly be. We're all healthy, we're all in relatively good spirits, and we're all kind of playing a long game in all of this. This is an exhibition and a wonderful opportunity, but there will be other ways of kind of making that into being, kind of into full fruition. The fact that everything is translating and transitioning into online is totally natural for us. I mean, we started a gallery.
I was just going to say
2003. You can talk about that.
I was just going to say that since this began, we were already thinking about our core, which we do often. I would say at least once a year, we just take some time to rethink and really make sure that we don't get off the core that where we started 17 years ago. Like, why did we do this, and why we started this, and why do we do this every day, right? So we try to be very realistic, and that's why our project gallery has been always slow but steady. That's the goal, right? That we continue doing following that passion that we have about art, or bringing art to the world, not necessarily our own, but from the people that we have been lucky to know. So I think after this whole thing happened, closing in the city, and our ideas of how we can, well, maybe the Wellin is a good example. So obviously we had the space in Brooklyn, right? But we always feel like bringing that to other places, like we did with you guys. Years ago, we went to Oaxaca and had a beautiful project as well. So I think this crisis has, at least for me, has made that a priority, that it may not necessarily be physical, that we travel and we take these exhibitions, but that we go back to our core again. 2003, sitting on our small apartment on this small sofa, thinking about what are we going to do.